everyone. So today we will be covering the 10 practical cursor agent tips that can make your development process, much faster and smarter. So, cursor is not just an AI chatbot for coding. It can understand your projects, helps you plan features and review your codes also. So by end of this presentation, you will know how to use cursor more efficiently instead of just asking it to generate a code. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So what we'll be covering today, I will be telling you 10 tips about the cursor. How can you use? Number one is a plan mode. Number two is a context menu and a branch. Number three is a custom command. Number four is using images. Number fifth is a duplicate charts. Number six is a context window and summarize. Seven is usage summary. Eight is keyword shortcuts. Nine is a start new conversation. And 10th is a checkpoints and bonus features. Okay. So let's cover all the tips one by one. So the first tip is all about the plan mode. Okay. So the first and probable one of the most useful feature is a plan mode. Why? Because normally when we ask an AI to build something, it immediately start writing the codes. But plain modes works completely differently. Instead of like coding directly, or I can say instead of coding immediately, cursor first studies your project. Okay. It understands the existing files, analyze the project structure, and create a step-by-step implementation plan. So sometimes it even asks clarification questions to understand exactly what he wants. So once the plan is ready, we can review it, make changes if needed, and only then tells cursor to build it. So don't you think it's crazy? Okay. So planning first helps avoid unnecessary mistakes and saves lots of development time. Okay, this is what I think. So this is all about the tip number one. Let's go ahead. Second is a use context menu and a branch. So the second tip is also giving cursor the right context. Okay, AI gives better answer when it understands your project. So whenever we type, let's say at the rate symbol, cursor shows different context option. Just for the example, if you write at the rate branch, allows cursor to review all the changes in the current git branch that you have given. Okay, so another useful option in past chats where the cursor remember previous conversion. Okay, so the more relevant context we provide, the more accurate and useful cursor becomes. This is what I have observed. Okay, so better context leads to the better AI response. This is what you have to completely consider. Let's go ahead with the third tip, that is create custom commands. Okay, so many development tasks are repetitive. For example, creating a pull request usually requires multiple prompts. So instead we can create reusable commands inside the cursor command folder. For example, we can create a command called pr. Okay, so whenever we write /pr, cursor can automatically commit our changes, generate a pull request title, and even creates the pull request also. So instead of repeating the same prompt every day, one prompt does everything. This saves a lot of time and also keeps like our workflow consistent. So automate repetitive work. This is what the tip 3 is doing. Okay, let's go with the tip 4, use images with cursor. Let's understand this thing. Most people thinks like cursor only understand text. Actually, cursor can also understand image also. We can simply paste screenshots of website, dashboards, landing pages, or mobile app design into the chat. Then we can ask cursor to read, if you want to redesign, then we can ask the cursor, and based on the image it will do that. Since the AI can actually see the visuals layout, it understands color, spacing, typography, and component placement much better than using text only. So this is extremely useful for front end development. Okay, so this tip is also you have to consider. So a picture often explains more than paragraph of the text. Okay, this is what you can consider as a key message from this tip. Let's go with the tip 5. Tip 5 is all about duplicate chats. So imagine you are building a feature successfully, but now you've like if you want to try another approach, let's say. So instead of losing the current conversion, you can duplicate the chat. The copied chat, contain all the previous context, so you can experiment freely without affecting your original work. Okay, this is especially useful when you are comparing multiple implementation. Okay, however, if you are working on entirely different features, it's usually better to start a new conversation. Okay, so from this tip, what you can consider is experiment safely without losing your work, because most of the time what will happen, like you are doing the work, but like the chat will disappear. Okay, sometimes this will happening. So experiment safety, like safely without losing your work. This is what this tip is all about. Okay, so duplicating chat is also very important in cursor. Let's go with the tip number 6, that is manage your context window. Okay, so every AI model has a memory limit called the context window. As conversion become longer and longer, they become like they consume more tokens. Okay, so the AI starts forgetting earlier part of the discussion. So to avoid this problem, Cursor provides the summarize command. It compresses the conversion, while preserving the important information. This free ups memory and keep up AI performing efficiently. So whenever a conversation become too long, summarizing it is a smart choice. This is what I think. Okay, so this tip is also very important, and manage context to maintain AI performance. Okay, this is a key message you can take from this tip number 6. Tip, like let's talk about tip number 7 and 8, and it's all about monitor usage and master shortcuts. Okay, so first is a usage summary. Let's understand this thing. So by enabling it in a setting, cursor shows how much of your AI usage limit we were consumed. Okay, so they're showing that how much AI usage limit you have consumed. This is especially helpful if you are using premium AI tools and want to avoid exceeding our limits. Sometimes this happen. Okay, and the second tip is about learning keyboard shortcuts. Again, instead of clicking through menus, shortcuts helps us to work much faster. For example, CMD plus I open the AI agent, CMD plus K opens quick chat, CMD plus L opens the chat panel. Similarly, CMD plus enter sends the current message. So this shortcut saves time during daily development or daily work. So at the end, small shortcuts creates big productivity gains. Okay, so this is all about the tip number 7 and 8. Let's go with the tip number 9 and 10. Okay, so I have taken both the tips at the same time because I want to make the things very easy so that you can easily connect with it. Okay, so the final two tips are mostly about maintaining an efficient workflow. Okay, so first, always start a new conversation for a completely new feature. Mainly beginners continue adding everything into one long chat. As the context grow, AI performance gradually decreases. So like I think creating a fresh conversations give cursor a clean context and produce better results. Okay, so the final feature is checkpoints. Now let's understand this thing. So checkpoints allows you to save the current state of your project and restore it later. So let's say if cursor generates code we don't like, we can simply roll back to the previous version. Okay, this makes experimentations much safer because we can always undo the changes. Finally, remember these best practices. What are they? Number one, plan plan before coding. Number two is like providing the right context. Number three is automate repetitive work. Number three is use visual reference. Then number four that I have covered. One, two, and fifth is all about manage your AI context. Sixth is monitor usage. Seven is learn shortcuts. Eight is start fresh conversation, and 9 is and use checkpoints whenever you are experimenting. Okay, so if you are following these practicals, or I can say practices, cursors become much more than an AI code editor, and it becomes I can say AI development partner for you. Okay, so at the end I want to tell you one thing is that cursor is the most efficient when we use it strategically, because every tool have their different usages. So rather than treating it as a tool that simply writes code, we should use that we should use it to plan projects, understand context, and automate repetitive tasks and manage our workflow efficiently. So by applying these 10 tips now, you can improve both your productivity and the quality of AI assistant. Okay, I hope this whole video has helped you to know about how the cursor is working. Okay, see you in the next video.
If you have any question or any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye and have a nice day.